私たちも知ってた本気を出すのは当然だ他の中と違うから
この気持ちを捨てた約束させなきゃ
決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して流せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない心が痛んでも君はそれを口にしない
言わなくても分かっているそんな遊びをしましょうか
君は大丈夫かとやめて決して譲らない失望させない
決して置き去りにはしない
決して流せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して流せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない Give you up Give you up愛のルールは私たちも知ってた本気を出すのは当然だ他の中と違うから
この気持ちを捨てた約束させなきゃ
決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して流せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない心が痛んでも君はそれを口にしない
言わなくても分かっているそんな遊びをしましょうか
君は大丈夫かと見ないふりもやめて決して譲らない失望させない
決して置き去りにはしない
決して流せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない決して譲らない失望させない決して置き去りにはしない決して流せないさよなら言わない決して嘘で傷つけない Give you up Give you up
Hello. How is everybody doing? Oh my god, Vash. 22 months. So insane. So crazy. So banana. Alright, this is our last stream of this week. Because it's, Saturday. Therefore, the week is over. No matter what happens this week. Ah! And then Sunday, I won't be streaming. And then Monday. Monday. We'll be doing our first spooky stream from our revamp goal. I don't know how many streams it'll take to get through all of Alien Isolation, which is the game we'll be playing. Fuck this Wii stuff. I'll be playing it. You guys will be torturing me. We're gonna add some fun spooky redeems so you can mess with me, and I'm absolutely gonna add the alien sound. That way you can make me think the alien is nearby if it is actually not. I am 100% certain that shit's gonna get me killed. So, instead of focusing on being terrified, let's focus on being in love, shall we? We're playing Dream Daddy. Alright, hold up. Here we go. Where am I? Oh, shit, hold on. I think I forgot to connect to the little thingy in the Discord. Give me a second. I had to restart my computer very quickly because Discord was all locked up. And I was like, oh, I gotta be able to click to the thing. And then I forgot to click on the damn thing. Once it all was... There we go. I'm back. Hello. Okay. Dream Daddy. Let's get back into the dream of things. We're playing as Jack Lombardi, aka Lumberjack. Alright, we've got dads. Let's see. Last time I think we went on a date with Hugo to the aquarium. And I think we spent some time at Damien's house, and I think we went jogging with Craig. Let's focus on some different dads today, shall we? We got Dadazon. What's Dadazon? What is this? Oh, it's all locked up. There we go. Dadmazon. Yeah, okay. Dad book. We got Craig. There's our daughter Amanda. Okay, so since I'm pretty sure we spent last episode hanging out with these three, let's do one of these four next. Do I have any suggestions from chat about which dad we should hang out with? Matt, Brian, Robert, or Joseph? Not a big fan of Joseph, baby. Matt or Brian? Okay. Well, that's two options, so I'm going to use my flip coin. Alright, we'll say heads is Matt and tails is Brian. Robert gives serial killer vibes, Joseph a married hoe. Those are both pretty accurate. Okay, so heads Matt, tails Brian. I know you guys can't see this, but I promise I'll tell you the truth. Heads. Matt it is. Coffee Dad. Alright, let's message. Matt Sella. I have taken some cough medicine since yesterday. I may not be completely clear, but my voice is definitely less scratchy and less phlegmy than it was even just yesterday. So, hopefully it'll be almost completely better by Monday during Spooky Stream. I got some cough drops and some cough medicine. Is hair fantastic? He does have nice hair. There's still a little nasal in my voice I can hear, but it's certainly not nearly as bad as it was. Anyway, I navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the barbecue. We should definitely hang out soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Sound Garden. Want to come out? Sound Garden. A garden of sound. We don't grow plants here. We grow sound. It makes me think of, I think it was Alice in Wonderland, where there were like those weird plants that would have little stems that played like trumpets. It might have been something else. It's certainly whimsy enough for Alice in Wonderland. I think for a moment. What's a sound garden? That came so quickly, it's like he expected us to say that. It's a concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it was cool to have soul patches. It was never cool to have soul patches. Soul patches. That's what we call patches from all the different Souls games. Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Elden Ring, which is a Souls game, Bloodborne, which is a Souls game, Lies of P, which is a Souls-like game, but does not actually have patches in it and was not made by FromSoft, but it's close enough because it has a patches-like character, to my understanding. So, soul patches. That's what soul patches are, and they're never cool. They're always going to kick you into a pit. Oh man, I haven't been to a real concert since Amanda was born. Am I ready for this? While I'm thinking, another message pops up on the screen. Pup is playing tonight. Is that Pup or is that P-U-P? I don't know. Cool little indie pop punk rock band out of Canada. Should be a fun one. We're gonna see a Canadian pop punk band named Pup. So, pop punk Pup? I didn't know you were allowed to string that many words together to describe a band. Whatever, let's get out of our comfort zone. That many words together? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's not even 20 words. Do you know how many words you could string together? Even more more than that many words to describe any kind of band? They do full-on documentaries that are probably thousands of words. That's less than 20. That's barely anything. That's not even a paragraph of text. It's 1, 2 sentences. 3 sentences. Not even a full paragraph. 1 sentence short of a paragraph. And they're all fairly short sentences. Grammatically incorrect because they don't start with capital letters after the first sentence, but whatever. I'm not here dating the teacher. This is the music and coffee guy. But like still, that's not a lot of words. You can get 1 sentence longer than that. Anyway. Oh, wait, there was a message, but the fuck? Why you put the phone away when there's another message? I log off of Dadbook and think for a second. Wait, when was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtrack decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic over teenagers turning to the occult. The satanic panic of D&D. D&D's nuts! Nailed it. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. No. We designed the character and we would never have allowed the character to have a mullet. Whoa. Not even in a flashback. Oh god, I thought it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? I don't know. I've never been to a legitimate concert, so I don't know what you did back then, and I don't know what you do now. I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least relative to a bunch of other dads my age. Dad, what are you doing? I look over and see Amanda at the door, just getting home from school. Huh. Oh, did it skip something? Damn it! Anyway, what's up? Amanda, how do I be cool? Let me put on a pot of coffee first. This is gonna be a long night. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born.
Dad.
Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? I'm suddenly overwhelmed by memories of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god, I tried so hard to forget. One where I had to camp out with you in a line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Oh, sorry, I thought this was Amanda saying this. The one where I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time? Dad, there's so much more than that. I'm not even ashamed to say it. No, you're not ashamed? You seemed pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your Trapper Keeper. What is it? What, like, was she the kids from Turning Red? Was she that kid? Minus the red panda? Amanda Panda, though, so even kind of that. But this game came out before Turning Red did. So did this game inspire Turning Red? No, obviously it did not, because that's just a very common thing that happens to a lot of girls. They go to concerts and scream and cry, and then they draw on their Trapper Keepers. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Just bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's at a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned they're a punk band? Like DIY gutter punk, thrash, straight edge? Come on, Dad, give me something to work with here. Are they post-punk, proto-punk, C-punk, Jeremy punk? What's Jeremy punk? I made that one up to see if I could get away with it. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said they're Canadian punk. He said pop punk, you fool! Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Does the idea of Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? The fuck? That's borderline racist, jock. Okay? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. You think you can't have Canadian assholes? You think Canadians can't be punks and cynics and worse douchebags? They could all be those things. You ever watched any Canadian TV shows? It's just like America, but with more poutine and less, well, I was gonna say less gun violence, but I'm not actually sure. Probably less gun violence in total, just because it's not as densely populated in a lot of areas. Probably, I don't know. I'm not an expert on Canada, but I think it's less populated. Take that with a grain of salt, though, in case I am wrong, which I very well could be. I still think it's very likely they have less gun violence than we do, though. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. That's actually good advice. Just enjoy the fucking music and shut the fuck up! That's what everyone over the age of 30, which includes me now, needs to be told at least once in their life about all this modern music. Just shut the fuck up and enjoy it. That's it? I mean, yeah, it's not like you're just gonna jump into the mosh pit or anything. Well, that's comforting. And if a strange dude in a Set Your Goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it. And definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterwards where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just have a blast tonight. That was a little specific. I show up at the Coffee Spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert-appropriate attire. I see Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. Hey, you made it. Ready for tonight? Alright, have fun, Larkin Vash. Lark, 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 lark. Yeah, it's been a while. Yes, of course, I definitely know what I'm talking about. Ready? I was born ready. I'm gonna be honest, it's been a while. Aw, man, I gotta admit, I haven't been to a real concert since Pet Rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for.
Hey.
Did your daughter make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everybody holds up signs and scream cries? Yeah.
Oh.
I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong.
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you to your first concert in a long time. It's gonna be awesome. Just hang with me, Jack, and you'll be good. If I gave him a voice in the last time I played, I don't remember it, so I'm just gonna talk normal. Especially since my throat is in the process of not being at the top of its game. The scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Quick question.
Hey.
Shoot. What is scene? Oh, I heard his tiny laugh. Matt lets out a tiny laugh.
Hey.
Sorry. It's just weird because scene can be described as music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre. You can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. He says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking, never again. That's confusing.
Oh.
You'll get it. The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally found ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end of the bar. Oh, with the stage at one end and a bar on the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. Suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-punk actually a genre? Would C-punk be considered like pirate core? I like pirate core. Is C-punk anything like that, or would it be like singing the Wellerman in with like heavier instruments? I don't know. There's so many ways to define musical genres by this point. I feel like it's almost pointless to try. Just let the music speak for itself. That's my thoughts and opinions on that. Matt, you made it! I don't know if this is the correct voice for this person yet, but we'll see. A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too. I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Do you also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap? That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in the crowd and yell, "Hey," as well. Hey. Matt waves and hugs a couple of people. He seems really in his element here. Matt turns his attention back to me. I'm so afraid of all these people. Oh. Let's go grab a beer. Matt and I line up at the bar in the back, where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks at him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Oh yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. But it's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. Wow, that's 5 minutes longer than I've ever been charming or funny. Excuse me. And I become keenly aware where my hands are. And then there's no comfortable place in your mouth or for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue? See? Well, I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. Just you wait. Just you wait. We grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the merch. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in the corner of the room, where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out from across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up, get your merch here. I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I got all the gifts and accoutrements a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! I gesture myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you look like a fella who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch long-playing vinyl record made and distributed by Pump, Canada's premier punk rock outfit? Tally ho, good sir. Please stop yelling at me. I'm gonna say this one. Well, see here, fine shopkeep. Your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of the finer goods in life, trust your wares to be true of spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron. Hey, we got hearts. That means that was a good option to pick. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. The teen hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? You still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that connect. I have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud? That's Jack. Thought I'd bring out a concert pal. Pablo leans close to Matt. Is Jack cool? Matt eyes me. I eye him back. Cracks a smile. Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude. I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back, as it is customary in our society for people you don't know super well, but still want to be friendly to. Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of a bass. Yeah, man, when we're talking about it, when are we starting our witch house band? Oh my god, that sentence destroyed me for a second there. Yeah, man, when are we starting our witch house band? Hey. You know I'm out of the game. A shame. You know, what the fuck? How do I cross vacant veil cross foot of Slade? Is that how I pronounce this? I don't know. Why are we throwing symbols into sentences? I don't like it. Just use words. Words work better than symbols. You know how to pronounce a word based on the way it's spelled. Do I call this a cross? Do I ignore it and just say vacant veil? What do I do? Anyway. It'll slay once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. Green hair, hot. I mean, yeah, he's got a whole thing going on. Oh, I think I forgot to read that sentence. Fuck! We got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Oh. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a spot up close. Alright, is this where the minigame starts? Every date has had a minigame so far. Matt and I walk over to the stage where a crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and pick a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? Lead singer... Oh, hold on. Excuse me. Let me get a drink real quick. Oh. I can taste the medicine I took earlier. It tastes like cough syrup and iron. Don't you hate that? When you cough and you can kind of taste the last thing you ate? Or, in this case, medicined? Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. He has a mandolin slung around behind his back. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh, no. These guys. What? Without time to respond, the band starts playing the most cacophonous noise I've ever heard. Hold on, I'm giving this a second for the sound to play out. Is that the music or people yelling at them? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be people jeering. What is this? Matt doesn't say anything. He just hands me earplugs. Thanks. I put the earplugs in and whatever the hell is assaulting my ears gets a lot quieter. For a band this bad, they sure do seem to be having fun. I guess that's what really matters. Okay, having fun is important, but making sure people enjoy what you're putting out there is equally important for a band to do. Like, if you're gonna create music just for you, why would you go play at a concert? If you're gonna make music for concert going, you have to make sure the music is enjoyable for the crowd. Getting all worked up. Jesus, did that cellist just break his bow in half? I don't get this. The set seems to go on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think one of the band members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. Turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Ask again. So you go to a lot of concerts out here, huh? What? Ask again. So you... Yeah. Matt turns back his attention to the show. You can't hear me, so I just stop and try to enjoy the show. Okay, no, this is impossible. How long have they been playing the same song? 10 minutes? 20? A year? Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during his saxophone solo. Why would the drummer have a saxophone solo? They promised it was part of the act as he carried off stage crying. Matt and I both pull our earplugs out. Man, that was something. I promise Pup is much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answers to. Oh yeah, he sprains his ankle at every show. They were being real about that. Let's grab another beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. Getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot. There are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I've worked my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. Okay, is this where the mini-game begins? I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I ever going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly, a hand reaches out to grab me. It's Matt.
Hey.
Almost lost you, buddy. Whew, I got really nervous for a second there.
Hey.
You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back towards the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. We finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot?
Hey.
Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it. But when you're a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way you are, that's magic. Wouldn't know, never been to a concert. Suddenly have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder! Never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, sounds great. Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeeze my way out of the crowd toward the restroom. It's right there, although I think that's the ladies' room. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing go halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. I'm so proud of her. I make it to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside of it. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. People that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays their first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Okay, this has got to be the minigame part, right? Yep, there it is. Everyone's rushing around the main stage to watch Pup play. I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get there without being trampled by all these rowdy youths. Avoid those youths! Go! Ah, fuck youth! Fuck you!
This is the part of the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We
Oh,
worked really
damn you.
hard to lock it down for you. We even
No, stop it!
permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. Ah, what a bitch.
Quit it! Quit hitting me! I missed a heart.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Ah.
DVP.
Ow!
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight, yes, take it from me.
Fuck!
It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out.
Oh,
It's really good.
run!
So we added the song that you're listening to right now.
Quit me!
Think it's better than risking content ID. To you streamers and let's players,
Ah!
I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
You survived the crowd. I did? I got smacked around a shit ton.
But really,
Power pop, right? Yes, the fuck?
it's a serious convo. But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no.
Hold on, give me a second to let the song play.
About getting with dads, no less. Oh God, how did we get here? What are we doing? What a mess. What a mess. So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pop and their song DVP. DVP.
What is I didn't have a chance to even talk about it while I was doing the thing because I was so frantic about that, but I was listening to the whole thing. This is so meta. Just ridiculously meta.
Added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pop and their song DVP. DVP. DVP.
Okay, is that the end of the song? Is it gonna start over? What was that? Oh god. Anyway, I'm finally able to work my way through the crowd to get to where Matt originally was, but he's nowhere to be found. Shoot, well, I guess I should keep looking. I'm bumped into from behind and I find myself in the middle of a bunch of youths running around in a circle to the music. I'm in the pit! How do I get out of the pit? Out of nowhere, a youth shoulders himself into me to keep moving in a keeps moving in a circle. Hey! I guess I'm moving in the circle now. I frantically search for a way out, but all I can see is an ocean of youths rhythmically slamming into each other. Another youth slams into me and I lose my balance. I'm about to topple over. This is it. This is how I die. Trampled under the boots of counterculture. Ugh. Someone grabs my hand. Someone familiar. I look up and see Matt. He pulls me back onto my feet.
Hey,
You're wild, dude. Matt throws his arm around me and we jump back into the circle, bashing into U's left and right as Pup plays a killer solo. About content ID, apparently. I didn't know you were messed with the pit.
Oh.
Me neither. Can't believe this. I'm having fun. I'm a little mad that I didn't stretch before physical activity, but I'm having fun. The song ends and the pit finally dissipates. Everybody cheers on Pup. Maybe I only got enough pit energy for one song. All right, man, let's retreat. We'll show these kids how it's done another day.
Hey.
We work our way back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Pup put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the exit.
Oh.
Hey, I'll meet you outside. My voice is getting a little scratchy. Hold on. Excuse me. Hey, I'll meet you outside. I gotta say bye to a couple people. Oh, God, this is gonna be like waiting for my mother to leave a place and when she has to say bye to people. I'll be sitting outside for an hour waiting for her because she can't get on with it already. You gotta stop and talk about every little thing. You're just supposed to be saying goodbye. You don't need to talk about every single detail of your lives. I hang outside of the venue until Matt finally shows up. Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Matt hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Whoa, thanks man. I saw you eyeballing it back at the merch booth. I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. The U's will finally accept me. Amanda will love this. I'm never taking this off. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to focus on my kid. Oh, wow, I bet Amanda will be super into this. She loves angry punk music. Oh, yeah. No, he didn't like that answer. I should have picked I'm never going to take it off. Damn it. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
Hey, it's Pup. That's Pup. Okay. Hey, dude, didn't realize you were here.
Hey.
I'm so glad I could make it. You guys put on a great show. Thanks. I'm assuming they're all saying that at once.
Hey, yeah.
Well, see you around. Wait, you know Pup?
Hey.
Oh yeah, I met him a couple times when they first started touring. Good kids. Whoa.
Hey.
Come on, let's grab some diner food. I suddenly realized that just how hungry I am. Man, mosh pits take a lot out of you. Matt and I walked to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear in some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Hey.
So there I'm in the pit, trying to explain the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering towards me, and there's nowhere to go. It's the end for me, right? Then, out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and just like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. Should have seen the look on his face. How would you have been able to see it? You were crowd surfing. You would have been looking up at the ceiling.
Hey, yeah.
Bought him a beer afterwards, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Hey.
Oh, God. So tired of coughing. And wheezing. And other Pokemon. Because those are Pokemon names. Ugh. Ugh. My nose is getting stuffy. I mean, it already was a little stuffy, but it's getting stuffier. Yeah, man, just goes to show you that Punk's not dead. It just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. So, how'd you get into all those amazing how do you get to see all those amazing concerts?
Hey.
Oh, I used to be touring a band. We were small, but it got us to travel all around the states. Whoa!
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, we were poor and we had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything.
Hey.
But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid.
Hey.
Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out wherever I can. Oh, my reading skills are dropping. That's really nice of you.
Hey.
Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? She says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Oh.
It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. Suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Hey.
Like what? Fashion. Consumerism. Big budget remakes of foreign films. I don't know. Depending on his daughter's kind of tilt, fashion might not be the best choice. Depending on her ideology, consumerism could be a great choice. Then again, if she's trying to rebel against her, for lack of a better term, hippie-ish father, she might lean towards consumerism. And I don't know what her take on foreign films are to begin with. So I think consumerism might be the safest answer. Why do we gotta get up early on the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we just, like, share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. He and I laugh. We keep digging into our big plates of greasy diner food. Breakfast I ordered for dinner is absolutely hitting the spot. And
Hey.
being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. Okay, so I guess it was a safe answer because we didn't get like a positive thing, but we also didn't get like a negative thing. Which is not great because we got a negative thing earlier and we could have really used a positive thing to at least even it out. Did I already read this? I'm going to read it again just in case. Being a single dad is rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too! I never really considered myself an extrovert and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation, always.
Hey.
Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to, you know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading our daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. We walk back to the cul-de-sac, back to our respective houses.
Hey,
Tonight was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably gonna feel it in my knees in the morning. You and me both. I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you there with me. I'm glad. Alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. He called me cool. Matt called me cool. I walked into the house with my heart in my throat, and also a tickle in my throat. Amanda pops her head out from the room. Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. You don't say. Panda, Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Wow. I just got dunked on by my own child. Unbelievable. Hey, Amanda, remind me which one of us just tore it up in the pit at a punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching Tiny House Hunting Amish Triplets No! I'm not reading that! I'm not even going to dignify that with a response anymore. First of all, how dare you? That show is... No, it's not! Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad, or Yakad. Unless you want to pronounce that C like an S. I mean, you wouldn't because it's cool, but if you did, it'd be Yest, which is slightly less awkward than Yakad, I guess. Well, I mean, I guess you could just say Yekt, but that sounds more like a T than a D. Isn't it funny how a D can sometimes sound like a T? Also, I got you a shirt. Well, Matt got the shirt, but it's yours now. I tossed the shirt her way. Thick. This will be great to sleep in. Sweetie, please stop wearing the same shirt every day. Switch it up. Show the punk movement some reverence.
Yes.
Isn't it the truly punk move to not listen to what my dad has to say? To fly in the face of authority and wear the same 3 shirts on a rotating basis? Ugh, I need to stop being such a good dad. You're learning too fast. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. Alright, let's see what we got for our date score. Date complete!
That was good. Could use a trombone though.
We got a B. Probably because there was one answer where we picked a bad one and one answer where we picked a nothing one. which is still a passing grade, but I feel like for this game's very generous grading, B is kind of a low score. Because they gave me an S for that fucking punk rock game thingy we did, even though I got the shit kicked out of me. Right, we didn't get a lot of our woodworking score. I don't know how these scores work. We got decent friendship, we got average grunge, a little above average ska, we got really good music, fairly average coffee score, but man, our woodworking needs some work. We got 32,000 or 329,474 dad points, and we got the same daddy points. So cool.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Yes, I dad. Hugo and Damien. Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. Two dads I went out with last time now want to go out together? In a triple dad situation? Okay, I'm cool with that. Not nervous at all. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can't I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I'm gonna destroy this computer. Jack, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer? Why would you type those things? Oh, I want to assume it's a joke, but with this dad's general bumbliness, I'm not actually 100% sure. You can run Derek's boot and nuke from a startup flash drive. But once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Words. The Victorians were well versed in information security. It is a little out of left field that the one who's kind of obsessed with the past knows how to do computers that well. Jack, do you want to go see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see the art. See that art! Damien and Hugo invited me to a monthly art walk in the downtown Maple Bay. Never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Jack? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art, appreciatist? I call bullshit. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too? Yep. Admittedly, a little out of my depth here. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister. The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. That's how it works in the good place. But I don't think they had an out-and-out God in the good place, so... Hold on, I'm stretching real quick. I gotta stretch. I gotta do the stretchies. Sorry. I was just doing some drive-by stretches. I hit Mike. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Evening, friends.
Oh.
Who's ready for some art? You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for. Art is dead and nothing is real. I mean, oh, need another drink. That's similar to a Bo Burnham line in one of his songs. But his line is, art is a lie, nothing is real. So, it's close. It's one word off. But it's for the bit where he knocks the water over off of his, little stool when he's doing a bit and he acts like it's an accident, and then a track plays and it goes, he meant to knock the water over, yeah, but you all thought it was an accident, but he meant to knock the water over, yeah, art is a lie, nothing is real. And he's just doing a dumb little dance while the song is playing. There we go. So I'm going to assume saying art is dead would not be a good answer here for art lovers. So it's probably one of these two. But I'm going to be honest. I have no idea what I'm in for. Because maybe that'll put Joseph at ease for also feeling that way if I don't act like I'm not out of my depth, even though fuck Joseph. But if I have to pretend like I know what I'm talking about, I'm going to make a fool of myself. So, same.
Oh.
All you have to know is that you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has a free wine and cheese. I like art now! I got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go help myself to some tiny wines. I'm going to talk with Hugo and Damien. Fuck Joseph. So, what is this first place? This particular... Oh, did you say piece? I don't know. I didn't read it right. Fuck! Anyway. This particular artist specializes in landscape paintings of various locales within the American Northeast. Words. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys?
Oh.
David and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest. It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment check. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy.
Ah.
Oh, it gets more complicated. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts, but is about the butts they don't draw. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What did I miss?
Oh.
Butts. Shame, the cheese is nice though. Shall we visit the next place? We leave. Why is this all pink? I mean, I guess these ones here in the back aren't, but like all this is just kind of shades of pink. I do not get art. Like, I could have and probably did draw stuff like this in high school, and I don't think it would ever have gone up in a museum or a gallery or in anything, really. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh geez. What am I looking at here?
Hey.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the paintings, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. That's always a safe answer, I assume. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt! I want to pick that answer so bad. Oh, but I don't know if, like, I'd be leaning on the joke too hard. It's like, okay, we got it. We had a thing. We don't need to keep grinding it into the dust. I'm gonna pick butts anyway. It's a butt! Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We're all God's creatures, even butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh. That's cheating. You can't read the placard and then present that as your opinion. If it's on the fucking placard, it's the artist's actual, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's like word of God, okay? Like, it's basically just confirmed. Let's look at a few more of these. Anyway, nobody got any hearts from the butts answer, but nobody disliked the butt answer, so... We walked around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chose not to let their work be defined by, what's the word, realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me?
Oh my.
Hugo, not here.
Oh.
No, come back here. Patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
No! He's not angry, he's just disappointed. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is so bad your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? If you left? You leaving, would that ease the mood? With your fucking pink shirt and your blue scarf and your yellow hair. Pink, blue, and yellow. What ridiculous colors. Right, Pandora? Pandora's our little dragon mascot in the corner. Is it cheese? No. It's wine and cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
Oh.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it! Damien, Hugo, Joseph, me, and me walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us. So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening?
Oh.
I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Lombardi. Fear of existence? The very humanity of being human? They really like screaming? Butts? Should I go for the trifecta? Go for the rule of 3 on butts? Butts. Hold on, my phone's going off over here. I just need to make sure it's not anybody trying to get in touch with me like, oh, motherfucker, where you at? I tried to call you like 17 times. Now I'm gonna kill you. Alright, nothing important. Just had to make sure. On the one hand, butts are funny. And on the second hand, rule of 3. But on the third hand, would it be annoying if I kept going with this joke? I'm gonna click it. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're saying and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis.
I don't know.
That's beautiful, Damien. So what you're saying is, if I start making really loud art noises right now, it's art as long as I, like, really mean it? Damien fixed him with a hard stare. I was gonna start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd.
Ah.
Wise.
Oh.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Oof, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together.
Oh.
I don't think this went super great because nobody got any heart points. But we didn't lose any heart points, I guess, so... We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it'd be a more appropriate metaphor. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice... I don't know what this kind of cheese is, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but... A nice Emmentaler, perhaps? Possibly? Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? Butts, 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 butts. I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time.
Oh.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Jack? Tasteful nudes of the artist. Which is a close answer to butts, I suppose. Butts, 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 butts. Food artistry. So, like, Instagram, but in painting form. Landscapes. So, Bob Ross. Or tasteful nudes of the artist. Butts, butts, butts. We're gonna go tasteful nudes for butts.
Oh.
Art is a money-making business. I know it sells. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. I don't think they like that answer. Alright, boys. Good art. Good art. Agreed.
Oh.
See you guys around? Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. That considered a date?
Welcome. You've got dads.
I didn't get any points for that, so I'm gonna assume I blew it. Alright, okay. Technically, we've got Joseph and Robert, but I'm assuming our next dad that we go out with should be Brian, since that's where our two choices were earlier. So we're gonna click on Brian. Wait, hold on. Let's see how many hearts we have. Alright, we got 1 heart here. I'm assuming that means we need 3 hearts to fully date a dad, so 3 dates apiece. Gonna save it real quick. I'm pretty sure it auto-saved, but yeah, so we gotta go out with these 3 dads next. Obviously, Brian would be the next best one to go to, but we're gonna have to date these 2 dads eventually. Joseph is married, and Robert's kind of scary and dirty. But should we save the best for last of these 3 remaining dads is the question. We just, like, do these 2 to get them out the way so I can at least get the hearts with them. Because I have to assume there's, like, a secret hidden ending if you get all the dads to 3 hearts, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's just pick Brian. Doesn't matter. Excuse me, goodness gracious. Oh, God. Sorry. Oof, I'm a little exhausted today. And I've got kids to watch tomorrow, so I better get some good sleep. Means no going long tonight. I think I went long last time we played Dream Daddy, so... Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more. But it seems like Daisy and Amanda get along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. Right, because we were kind of competitive with them. I crack my knuckles and start typing. We didn't even get to see the last thing Matt sent us. Hey Brian, great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. Wait a couple of minutes until a ding comes from my computer and a message pops up on screen. It's Brian. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, man. Always love a good burg with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Friendly competition? This is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. Yep, that's friendly. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I am proud to say she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. In the time and place, and we'll be there. Hey, Amanda! Hey, would you be up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice, and I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I can keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo. Let's do this. You ready for this? Arr, matey. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because there's a pirate ship back there, you dumbass. Because this mini golf course is pirate themed? I just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh. Come on, Pirate Dad. Oh, hold on. Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr, ahoy, scurvy. Avast ye. I don't see any pirates, only angles. Oh, I don't see pirates. Only angles. Because of putt-putt. There's no time for jokes. I'm gonna play along. I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon. Come on, Dad. You told me this was just gonna be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, mind, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf? It's so much more than that. Kneel down and place a hand on Amanda's shoulder. I just want you to know, there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun when we beat them. Amanda gives me a side eye. But before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys! Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. Looks like they've already rented us some golf clubs for a mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? Alright, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is the real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Yuck. Gross. That was a mucusy cough. Disgusting. Anyway, back to dads. Amanda gives Daisy a look. I mean, aye aye, Cap'n. Daisy winks at Amanda. Ah, look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. So, you excited to get some mini golf in? Oh, you know it. You a gambling man. I know when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. Know when to walk away and know when to run. Depends on what's the table. Oh, do I get you if I win? Ooh, that's tempting as a flirty answer, but what is it? Is it a little too forward, perhaps? I don't know. Don't know. Question. Good question. Many of these answers feel like they could be a good answer. This one might be a little forward, but I don't know. It depends on Brian's particular feelings about me. Alright, I'm gonna say depends on what's on the table. Yes! Heart's answer! He liked that! Fuck the other two answers. What are you willing to part with? How about the loser buys drinks tonight? Alright. And how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. Oh, God. I already took some medicine. Why am I still coughing? Hold on, I'm taking a drink. Just gonna have to fucking drown myself in water at this point, I guess. That's a joke, by the way. Obviously, I'm not going to actually drown myself. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh yeah? Hole in one every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands and lock eyes. It's about to go down. Okay, so is the mini golf going to be the mini game? I'm going to assume yes. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Yeah! Score! Oh. God! Woo! Oh my God. The game is obviously taking it easy on me because these shots would be terrible. Nope. There we go. There was a bad shot. Fuck. Oh. Oh shit, I ran out of time? No! God, I'm terrible at this. Fuck!
You've lost your ball.
Oh, damn, I'm so screwed.
Sink no putts.
Impressive putting? Fuck, it wasn't? That was not impressive putting. I scored maybe 3 out of the 9 holes. I mean, I can make do with 3 holes, but ha ha ha. Hold on. I need to get up and stretch. I'm gonna go take a short, tiny break real quick. Get up and stretch my bones. Maybe clear out my sinuses real quick. Alright, so we'll be right. Okay? Okay. Hello, I'm back. I got up, stretched, used the bathroom, did all sorts of things. So, let's get back in the swing of things, shall we? Once I pop back on the screen, of course. There we go. Alright. Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot. I just asked because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out here to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right, it is just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. Stakes. A game we're currently winning. Dad, how on earth am I winning? I did terribly in that game. Like, this game is taking it easy on me. I must be playing on easy cry pants baby mode. Please, Ananda. Please, Ananda? Please, Amanda. Please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep this streak going.
Oh.
It's really that important to you? Sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Windmill? But they're pirates. It's pirate themed. You can't have a windmill on a pirate themed mini golf course. He winds up and launches the ball into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye and does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. He walks over and pats me on the back. That was for your own good. Love you, kiddo.
Honor meeting.
Fuck. I'm terrible at this. Hole 10, miss.
Ball.
The fuck? That hole's all the way back there. Shit.
Dead man seek no
Oh,
fuss.
shit. Hey, I got one.
Full of ball. Into the brine.
Fuck. Okay. I did it. I don't know how, but I did. Shit. Okay, cool.
Hole full of ball.
The fuck? I don't even know what the trick to that one was.
You've lost your ball.
Oh my god. Why are these getting so complicated? No! Yes. Yes.
Lost
Fuck!
your ball.
Ah, this must be the windmill. Okay, so it's spinning bones, I guess. That's... Fuck you. Getting there! Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. It still was not A-worthy. It was not. I try to maintain an air of professionalism because the children are present. But I can feel the crushing weight of the four dads before me casting a disappointed look upon my broken frame. I have failed you, fathers, and for that I am sorry. Man, that was some good shooting there, Jack. I have lost at putt-putt. Minigolf is beneath me. I fought valiantly, and my only regret was being bested. Does that feel arrogant? This one feels a little playful, but I don't know. This one's obviously the rage quit answer. I'm gonna go with this one. Hey, you like that one. I'll remember this day, Brian, and someday, when I finally defeat you, you'll think of this moment too. The moment I decided your fate. The moment I decided that you must be destroyed. Brian and I eyeball each other, electricity shooting between us. Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we would need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go and enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan, Jack. You cool with that? chore. Just don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Can do. I'll just make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure. Bless that kid's tiny, rebellious heart. Well, guess we should hit the bar now. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? A tiki bar attached to a pirate-themed mini-golf course? You're mixing themes here. You could have had a pirate bar. It would have worked already. That sounds like a plan. I get tiki bars are like a thing, but you could have done a pirate-themed bar. It would have worked. It would have been on theme, and it would have been more unique. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which I'm not jazzed about considering I just completely blew it on the putt-putt course. Okay, Dad, you can do this. Just gotta drown my sorrows in some tropical loser drink and get out of here. Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki. That's not even a particularly clever name for a tiki bar. A kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls and several fake parrots are strewn about. I mean, I guess that helps a little bit with the pirate theme, but tiki bar is not inherently a pirate-themed thing. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. Bartender whips us 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. He sets them on fire and we have to blow them out before we can drink them. Usually I just like to, I don't know, drink my drinks. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And best me again? I think not. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Sorrow tastes fruity. My lawn care needs are very particular. I hope you're up for the challenge. Oh, don't worry. I'll bring my own salt to promote healthy growth in a sustainable environment. I'm gonna literally salt the earth. Oh, come on now, Jack. I'm just having a little fun with you. I grumble and sip more of my fruity sorrow drink. Fine, fine. You got me on this one. While I sip more of my wine, I notice a TV in the corner. Hey, Extreme... No! No! Actually, Extreme Makeover Deck Edition isn't too bad, I suppose. Sounds exactly like something that really would exist. I wouldn't watch it, but I don't have quite the level of disdain for it I've had for all the other shows they've talked about on this damn game. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Ugh, I hate this show. I like Brian. Why? It's so clearly fake. I really like Brian. Well, yeah, it's reality TV. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. Do you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Nobody would watch it. I don't like any of these home improvement shows. I really, really like Brian. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like, no, no, no! I'm not reading it. I have terrible news for you, Jack. No. No, not them too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghost, though. No! Brian! Brian, we were doing so good. Don't. Don't do this to me, Brian. Don't force me to kick you to the curb. Trucks just don't have emergency escape buttons. Been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually help plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow, nice work. Yeah, I kind of took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too? The best. He practically built half this town with his bare hands. It's weird. Bear. Get it? It's weird how you spend your whole life trying to not become your father, and then you wake up one day and there you are. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job. For me, at least. Well, that's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that. Until now. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe I should just cool it with a dad competition. Gotta keep it light. Stare him down, unblinking. What, start a staring contest? No. Dad jokes are good, but maybe dad to dad asking about his daughter? Correct answer! So, Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. Definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters. Brian laughs. See? We can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel an innate need to impress Brian and prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason, I think. Let's keep it moving. Compliment his beard. Ask about his dog. I'm gonna compliment his beard. It's a very nice beard. Correct answer! Your beard is nice. It looks very healthy. Thanks, I grew it myself. Hey, you're not allowed to dad joke another dad. Is this how our daughters feel all the time? I'm upset. I upset? I'm dad. He double dunked you! Oh, he double dunked on me! No! I mean, you walked right into that one. That's Dad Joke 101. Listen, buddy, I took Dad Joke 101 years ago. I'm in the 400 level classes and well on my way to a degree in fart humor. Wow, Amanda must be so proud. He is not. I look around the room and take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Cool fish. It's definitely fake. Really? Everything in here is fake. That palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued onto it. I look over. He's right. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep. I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days. Oh, hold on. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer, you know, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on a boat, so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt and lemon on there. Oh, man. That's some of the best food I've ever had. That actually sounds amazing. It does not. It does not. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out, too. Then all of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I got him up to the surface and finally got a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get onto the boat single-handedly. And you know what happens next? What happens next? Damn thing smacks me right in the face with its tail. Knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would have been supportive. Oh man, fishing's a life. I haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable to him? I can't tell him I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close. No! These are all bad answers! I'm not going to do this! No! These are all three the same answer, and they're all the bad kind. A lie! How dare you only give me one response? Fuck. Whatever, just... fuck it. I'm simply the best out there. Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit back, relax, and reel in some trout. We'll bring the kids with us. Come on, you know you want to. I sigh. I've been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. Yeah! Maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish. So I can get you mowing my lawn. You can try to beat me, but they don't call me Jack good at catching fish Lombardi for nothing. I am spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and head outside. Till next time. Okay, I'm doing this one for the tuna. This is a great opportunity for friendship. Yes, correct answer. And also for catching more fish than Brian. You're krilling me with these puns, Jack. Mull it over. You'll come around to the fish-related dad jokes in no time. Ha! Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it?
Huh.
Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch and flips on the TV. So, how was your hangout with Brian? It was okay. Oh yeah, he seems like a neat dude. I think so? I don't know. The guy loves a good competition. But then again, apparently so do I. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit. We just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed and then sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol, I believe. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. Kind of reminds me of you at her age. Although she doesn't bite people as much as you did. Can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels good. You gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. Told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know! I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of tangible reward, your only companion, the fear of your doubt, and your... Whoa, that was weird. The screen just, like, went blue for a second. Did that pop up on Twitch? That was weird. Your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in life's reflection or just simply the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too. Well, but I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, sold, I'm in. Alright, I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late, okay? You got it, Pops. Didn't get,
You know what? Let me mow your lawn this weekend.
we didn't get nearly as many dad points as we got daddy points. On the last date, we got an even amount. I think I know, but I wonder what the actual difference is between dad points and daddy points.
Welcome. You've got dads.
God, excuse me. Hey, Jack, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Oh, there it is. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take a shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing weekly poker games and I figured I should send an invite your way. That sounds great. I love losing money. Cool, dude. See you soon. Lose that money! I actually enjoy a little bit of poker now and then, but I don't like playing for money. I just like playing for the fun of it. Kitty! Hi, Kitty. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. How you doing? Poker? I hardly... You're already too late. 2 people in the game have already made that joke. That makes you the 3rd person to get there. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something.
Hey,
Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. No worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. I'm always late. Does that mean you are with Spawn? Spawn? I think that's the rudest way you can refer to a child. Nope. Ah, then I guess you're not always late, are you? Are you? How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. That's a fetal alien? Okay, I guess that's also a pretty rude way to refer to a child. Oh, God. I took cough medicine, but there's still obviously some cough left over. I'm hoping it'll be fully gone before Monday when we do the spooky stream. Anyway, how was your day? But I did beg Flub for a fur baby today. Babby. I got what you meant. I'm assuming since you said that you begged for one, that you didn't actually get it. But that doesn't mean that it was a no, it just means that maybe you haven't gotten it yet, question mark? Great, Joseph is here. Fucking Joseph. We passed through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio. It was nice. We went out for brunch, then walked to the dairy for food. For ice cream. That makes sense. You would go to a dairy for ice cream. I mean, you could probably get food there too. Like cheese. Cheese me see more. Anyway, the Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer and chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. When we were in the dairy, this lady in front of us in line had a puppy, so I begged. Oh, puppy. Was it like one of those work dogs where they have to have like the little harness on and you're very much not allowed to interact with the dogs while they're working? Jack, glad you could make it.
Oh.
So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's a resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. No, just a puppy in a tiny shirt? Ah, okay. Much better. I'm well aware. Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker. Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Tell the truth. I am still terrible at poker. My tell is a sustained, childlike giggle. And we drove past the local pet shelter and they had 50% off cats with supplies. Does that mean you got one? It's like a sign. And that sign says 50% off cats with supplies. No! Aww. Sorry, kitty. If it makes you feel any better, my parents got some new animals yesterday. But I did see the sign. He does not. Yeah, my parents got a pair of ferrets, actually. And I was able to see them last night after I was done streaming. They got a pair of ferrets. No, because that doesn't... No, because that doesn't mean I get to play with them. Doesn't mean I get to play with them? Is that what it was? Interesting choice. They ever owned any? Yes, my dad owned a ferret before. His name was Poto, but he had recently died of old age. And because they already had a ferret, and ferrets bond for life, like even platonically they bond for life, their ferret, who was left, who was named Swiper, was very, very depressed ever since. So they were looking for a new ferret. But, since most people tend to have multiple ferrets, because, again, the whole bonding for life thing, the best they were able to find was a person selling off their 2 ferrets together, along with a fancy-ass cage. So now their first ferret, Swiper, has got some new friends, and he was immediately taken with them. Ever since Poto died, he was very... I mean, it should be said, Swiper is a very melodramatic kind of ferret. He's very, very hammy. So he'll actually, climb up on his cage and lean back and pout when he wants something. Like one of those divas who's, head on forearm and lying down on a fainting couch kind of thing. Or Swiper, ferrets with supplies, yeah. They came with a cage that had, hammocks and little beds and all that kind of stuff. And they got it for $150. That was $50 per ferret, plus $50 for the cage. So $150 for 2 ferrets and a cage. So now Swiper has new friends. And the new ferrets' names are Bandit and Cupcake. One's a male, one's a female. But they think they're going to rename Cupcake. They're going to keep Bandit because it fits in with the Swiper's name. So it's like Bandit and Swiper. And they're thinking of renaming Cupcake to something else that fits that theme. Although I don't know if they've reached an idea yet. Not bad. Yeah, it was a pretty good offer. They didn't get back until basically I was done streaming, so I got to see them as soon as I was done streaming. They stopped by to show off the ferrets. So, if I get to see the ferrets, I'll send you some pictures, or maybe some videos of them playing together, because they're very energetic. But you should know, Kitty, that my parents also have several chinchillas. They got one. We got one for my mother for her birthday several years ago. And then my mother got another one. And it was a male and a female. And they've had many babies since then. So they have many, many chinchillas. They've got 3 fucking cages of chinchillas. I just want to feel purrs daily. Oh, whoops, indeed. I could probably convince them to give one of them up to a friend. Yeah, now they keep the males and the females in separate cages. But they've got a lot. They've got a lot of chinchillas, and they've got a decent amount of ferrets now. If I can convince Fluff to let me have it, I'd drive to come get them myself. It's a pretty long drive. If you wait until July, when we were driving out to my family in Oklahoma, it'd be a much less drive. I'd do it. If you could wait till July, it'd be a much less drive on you. It'd be 1 full day of driving for us to get there. So it would be considerably less. Plus, we could spend time together while I'm mourning my grandfather. But we could bring the chinchilla, and you could pick it up, and you could buy some stuff on the way. That way you'd have it all ready for when you got home. I don't know if Fluff let me. Also, I did bunnies. I don't know if I could chinchilla. chinchillas are they're a little bit high maintenance as from what I understand. I would love to chinchilla with you. Huh? See what I did there with the ch and the pa? Okay, hold on.
Ah,
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs.
Eh.
This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community.
nice.
Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks.
Eh.
No, I don't want to like Joseph. Guess who brought pigs in a blanket? Nice. Thank you.
Mhm.
Not Craig.
Oh.
Hey, my chia seed and granola are just as delicious. I can't read this with a straight face. Chia seed and granola energy balls are not even remotely as delicious as pigs in a blanket. Okay. Look, I'm just saying, if you can borrow the truck or whatever it is you guys currently have for like a day, you could drive out, pick up the chinchilla, drive back home. Just as gay a name, though. Definitely. Pigs in a blanket or granola energy balls. Everybody laughs. Let's just get this game going.
Yeah.
I have a car, a big one. That's not the problem. We all take a seat at the table, and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple rounds go by easily. Oh, do I not actually get to play poker? I was actually kind of excited. I like playing poker every once in a while. Oh, excuse me. But I haven't had, like, poker buddies since college, so I have not had a good chance to play. And, like, I could probably teach my nieces to play poker, but I feel like that might be considered perhaps a touch too far, teaching my nieces on how to gamble. I've got like 6 decks of cards over there, most of which are themed. This isn't that kind of game, I know. But I would want to play at least a few hands of poker as like the mini game or something. Anyway, my grandpa taught me gin rummy. I know, but I feel like if I taught my nieces how to play poker, it might be considered teaching them something they shouldn't know when they're this young. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't care, but just like if in the future one of them ever gets a gambling addiction, I know it would blow back on me for teaching them. Just don't get them hooked on gambling and taking their money. Well, as I said earlier, I don't particularly play poker for the money. I play for the fun of it. I mean, you need something to keep score of who's winning, but you know, you can just play with like the little chips. I don't have any little chips right now, but like sometimes we play for candy. Like when me and my friends were in college playing poker. I don't know how. Use DLC what? But we'd get bags of candy, and we'd throw down like a piece or two as our bets, and whoever won got all the candy. Dice. Well, they were playing with dice yesterday too, because we were playing Go Fish, and they were checking out those new dice I got for my birthday that somebody got me on my throne. And I've been trying to teach them all about dice and such. Because, you know, I did occasionally run... Hold on, I'm getting some of them out right now. Can you hear the clanking, the clickety-clack of dice? I did run a small D&D campaign for them for a while, but I only had, like, the 2 dice sets. So they essentially all had to share dice and toss them back and forth whenever they needed to make a roll. And now I've got, like, 5 sets in this bag and 2 of my own sets. If I could ever get them back into D&D, we could all use dice together. So I was trying to teach them all about the dice and, like, what the names are and what they would actually use them for, because the game I ran for them was a very, very loose interpretation of the rules, sort of accommodate them being A, young, and us, B, not having enough dice to really play. But I'm hoping, you're such a cool uncle, thank you. I'm hoping if I can get them into it, that I can get a real D&D game going, although we have not played in quite a while. Not since the oldest of my nieces has started spending most of her time on her phone talking to her friends. Yes, she has already reached that age. Ah, how the time flies. Okay, let me put the dice pouch away. Such a tragic age, I know. Anyway. Y'all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple of rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear. Okay, I know they always make this out to be like the main thing in poker, in like every work of fiction ever. My niece is going to prom this year. Ooh, interesting. You know, I live within walking distance of a prom dress shop, actually. My nieces always want to go inside and look at all the dresses and such, but we've done that like 3 times, and the owner has made it clear, like, they don't really want us there if we're not going to actually buy anything, because it's always busy, and I've got like 4 nieces, and they're like always running around looking at stuff. Which, like, on one hand, I guess I kind of get. That's fun. Lame. The dichotomy of 2 different thoughts. Like, I kind of get why they don't want little children who aren't going to be shopping to be in the store while they're working on high-maintenance prom ladies. Because, you know, a lot of girls can be very high-maintenance about stuff. That's how you harbor them from demanding to buy from there. Yeah, I was like, that's where my next point was going to go. Because, like, when they actually get old enough to want to buy prom dresses, but dress up is a girl's best dream. If they feel like this place has rejected them, they're not going to want to shop there. And I don't know if it's just like maybe that person was having a bad day that one time when they asked us to go if we weren't planning on buying anything. But we haven't been back in there since, because I did not particularly care for the attitude they were taking with my nieces. But I did occasionally take them in there, and they were having fun exploring the prom dresses. So I live within walking distance of a prom dress shop. So that's neat, and I could probably go in by myself and take pictures. Anyway. So yeah, playing poker, like in real life, people do occasionally have tells, but it's never something as obvious as someone always scratching their ear or some shit like that. You have to pay attention to very, very minor things. Like, you have to look in their eyes, and if they draw a card, and you can see their eyes, like, kind of light up for a second, and then quickly drop, you'll know they got a good card and they're trying to play it down. It's much more minor than someone just having an obvious tell. Okay? And, like, I get, that's not nearly as easy to detail for an audience as someone just having an obvious tell. But it annoys me that it's always that in every single thing about poker. Like, oh, your tell is that you'll cock your head and look away and make a joke. That's not how poker works. Some people do have obvious tells, but they don't usually do them all the time. And for you to know these tells, you'd have to play with them a lot. So instead of looking for obvious tells, you pay attention to small tells. Anyway, sorry. I'll get off my soapbox. Hey. Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie. Again, not a thing people typically tend to do when playing poker. Not something you actually have to be on the lookout for. Like, you'll pay attention to the pitch in their voice when they're trying to bluff. I almost said fib. That's not what it's called. Like maybe some people get a little deeper in the throat or a little higher in the throat when they try and bluff.
Oh.
Now wait a second.
Oh.
And I think you just loudly announced the whole room when you have a good hand. Yep, yeah, that's me.
Oh.
What's Joseph's tell? Everything. Literally everything. That man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. Well, at least I have God on my side. That's not gonna help you with poker. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen.
Hmm?
See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert?
Oh.
Honestly, that man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey to us in the solemn salute.
Nice.
I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company. Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it.
Hey,
Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah.
hey.
What? Are you a drug dealer now? Yeah, what do you need? Horse? Speed? You want a Johnny's? I don't know much about that kind of drug. But I really want Tijuana Johnny's to be a real thing. I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or a designer that's maybe 72 hours and a favor call, or a designer that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called, maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Mari! Hi, Mav. I just woke up, so I can't stay because I gotta work, but I hope your stream goes well. Oh, Mari, thank you so much for at least stopping by. You have a good day at work. Don't wear yourself out like you did yesterday. I will see you later, my friend. My friend. These are my friends. See how they glisten. I'm doing a Google. Okay, doing a Google. Tijuana Johnny's. Like, I feel like Robert is 80% bullshit hidden under his, like, kind of weird, dirty hobo dad attitude. See you later, friends. We'll see you later. So I feel like that's something he absolutely could have made up as Tijuana Johnny's. But it's also possible he just, like, heard it once and decided to say it just to fuck with Joseph, because fuck Joseph. No, I don't really. I think I'm good. Right. But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get the replacement under warranty. Ah, it is not on Urban Dictionary. Yep, okay, then I'm gonna say he probably made it up to fuck with Joseph, but damn, I want Tijuana Johnny's to be a real thing. I'd probably never use them, but I'd want them to be a real thing. Oh, God. Oh, let me get a sip. A sip of water. Of water. Ugh. I have taken medicine, by the way. I'm not sure if I've said that recently, but I said at the top of stream, so it bears repeating. I have taken some medicine, some cough syrup, and I had some cough drops earlier. It's helped considerably, but you know, they don't completely get rid of a cough in one day. I'm hoping it'll be at least 75% gone by Monday's spooky stream, though. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. I have not. I am very proud to say that I have never dropped my phone in a toilet. I have never dropped any phone I've ever had in any body of water. Boo-yah, motherfuckers. Now, have I done other things to my phone, like dropping it on the floor, or accidentally stepping on it and cracking the screen? Yes, I have. But I've never dropped it in water. Score! We can go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in blankets? I don't know. Pigs in a blankets. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blankets. Pigs in blankets? I don't know, but they're very good. Okay, so he was literally working over the terminology in his own head. I was a little confused about that. I can't say the same. Well, it's been a long time since I have, though. In fairness, you did live, like, pretty close to a beach, didn't you? I imagine it's probably on the scale of people who do that, the closer you get to any kind of large body of water, like on the coastlines, the rate of that happening probably starts skyrocketing. Like, if you work your way out from the middle of the country and work out either side, it starts to slowly go up. Okay, but the beach was maybe once. But still happened, didn't it? And it wouldn't have happened if you didn't live in if you lived in a landlocked state like I do, because there's no beaches. Bathrooms way more dangerous. Oh, I'm sure that's 100% more common. But like, any person who lives near a giant body of water just probably by default has a higher rate of it happening. I'm not even certain it did. Well, you're not certain you dropped it in the body of water at the beach? I guess that's fair. Still, you're not 100% sure, whereas I am 100% sure that I have never dropped my phone in a body of water, especially not a beach. Now, does it maybe help that in my life I've owned less than 10 phones? Probably. But you know what? I've only ever broken maybe 3 phones. And like Puddly Rain, I like to get more rain for being coastal. I don't know, it rains a fucking lot here, and I'm not coastal at all. It was raining yesterday, it was raining a couple days before. Like, it's supposed to be spring, but we're still getting rain. It's not even April yet. April showers, we're in March. Going maybe 10, probably didn't break 3 of them. Well, I mean, I'm gonna count 3 because I lost one in that house fire where I lost basically everything. One dropped on my floor, but there was like a tiny ass pebble. It landed completely face down, so it would have been perfectly fine, but there was a tiny ass pebble on the ground, and it hit the screen perfectly to cause like a little crack that spread out from where it hit where the impact of the pebble hit. And then there was another phone that I accidentally stepped on while my leg was all fucked up because I snapped it, basically. Like, I dropped the phone because I was trying to get up, and as I was standing up using a mop cane, because it's got like a little handle on it that I was using as like a cane for support, I put too much weight on where I was stepping, and I didn't realize that was where the phone had landed. So that cracked that phone. And so that's 3 phones out of my entire life that have been broken. Corner cracks have for sure been the biggest killer of my phones. That and water. So, I've owned less than 10 and broken maybe 3, where you've owned less than 10 and not broken 3 specifically. Although I have, the first phone I got after the fire was a very cheap-ass phone. And it was already a hand-me-down when I bought it, basically. And, the first problem it ever had was that its battery had gone bad. So it was like, I don't know, swelling, I guess, and puffing out the phone, and I was worried it was going to crack something inside it. So I actually did buy, like, a little screwdriver kit and a spare replacement battery, and I actually replaced the battery of that phone. So I'll bet if I really wanted to, I could learn how to fix phones pretty easily, because I did manage to fix a phone once. Instead of just replacing it with another cheap phone, I just bought a battery, and I got through all the circuitry and all that stuff, and I slowly and carefully put the phone together with a new battery. So I bet I could buy a replacement screen. I probably had 10, maybe more. Just don't try to do the screens, trust me. Oh, well. Never mind that then. Perhaps that's harder. Some phones you can, Anyway. I don't know, but they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them. I mean, there should be cheese. Most of the new ones are glued. Ah, that sucks, because that would be really hard to do. You'd have to have, like, a suitable device to heat the glue off without damaging the phone. A good pig in a blanket should have cheese, by the way. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ugh, I don't know if I've got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn. If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. I don't agree. You don't think a pig in a blanket should have cheese? We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. I think a good pig in a blanket should have cheese. And you just like dip them in a little mustard, a little spicy mustard, and the mwah, chef's kiss. They're special like sandbag things. I do not. Just a good dipping sauce. Okay, I mean, I'm not a mustard fan. I mean, I guess we can't be friends anymore, but... If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful, to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. It was nice while it lasted. Oh, I love mustard, though. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love mustard. My older brother hates mustard. Or at least he used to. I'm sure he still doesn't like it, but maybe he doesn't hate it with a blind, burning passion that he used to. My younger brother will occasionally eat mustard, but it's not as common for him. And my sister, I have no idea what her feelings towards mustard are. I don't think she ever eats it, though, so I'm gonna assume probably not a fan. My mother doesn't particularly care for it most of the time, but she doesn't hate it. And my dad also loves mustard, so that's probably where I get it from. But I fucking love mustard. My mother's more of a mayonnaise kind of girl. Actually, it's technically 5.
Oh.
Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. We ended up getting it for her for birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change his diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby.
Hey.
There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Imagine if you had, like, cats and dogs, though. Imagine how much poop that would be. Like babies, cats, dogs, birds. Like the Loud House. In the Loud House, in the Loud House. Ducks dodge, push and shove. It's how they show their love. I don't know if anyone's ever watched that cartoon. My nieces used to love it. They don't watch it much anymore. Although the other day we did watch Homeward Bound. And we watched the new Kung Fu Panda movie. But we still watch stuff occasionally. Daisy got one of those a little while back. One night I walked in on her after she had tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked. But then she couldn't put it back together and started crying. Poop everywhere. Hopefully the dolls? Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement. Ah, yuck. I'm glad I've never had any of my nieces have poop dolls, and my sister never had a poop doll either. I think she had a peeing doll once, but not a poop doll. Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there is already. Can we just get back to poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand, and we quickly forget about the poop. We run out of pigs in a blanket. Pigs in blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. Oh, I'm sure it's not terrible. It just definitely isn't as good as pig in a blanket. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop. It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys. I can see it now. Here's the kale chips. Here's the veil. I got the reference, Matt. It's not that I didn't get the reference. Pierce the veil. I totally get it. I've fucking heard of them. I'm not big into Screamo, but I still heard of Pierce the Veil. Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore Screamo band out of San Diego. We all look at Matt, confused. It's, maybe not in any of your wheelhouses. How's the shop nowadays? Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate. If Amanda starts looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively. Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards. So, what's it gonna take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turned 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral. Now you're talking my language. So he's only going to take this seriously if somebody bets alcohol? That's kind of gross, actually. He throws the keys to his truck on the table? She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you sure? Are you guys sure you wanna... You heard the man. Deal. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck, great biceps, but didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gow in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Jeju Park, and had to make it my new life from there. It took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear, love deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many more times over. I've seen my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed from his house from his jacket pocket and tosses it on the table. All I have and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
I don't know.
It's this fucking guy. The fucking guy who's obviously bluffing his ass off, but he raises the bet too high for anyone to fucking call him on it. Because on the off chance, the absolute off chance that he's right, you'll be fucking bankrupt. Oh, playing with those guys is so annoying. Craig wipes the sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. Oh, Robert is absolutely bluffing. Like I said, that man is 80% bullshit. I fold.
Hey.
Everyone erupts. Fine, fine, the whiskey is yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys. Next week.
Hey.
You got it. I'll be there. Mm-hmm. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight. Keep working on that poker face, Jack. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways.
Welcome.
you've got dads.
Yes, I do. All right. Now we need to go on a date with either Robert or Joseph. I'm not really a big fan of either two, but I guess Robert's a slightly better option. Never give up. Never remember. You're young. You have your health. Now is the time to take risks. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice. And ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I tap out a message to him on Dad Book. Hey, Robert. Good seeing you again at the cookout. Want to grab a drink? I sit there for a couple seconds, hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. I anxiously wait for the response. Oh my god, is he going to leave me on red? Cat videos! I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos, and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I didn't realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, Robert pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dad Book to see if he's responded yet. Nothing. Well, I guess the guy's busy. I might as well make the best of my day. I get up, walk to the living room, and sit down and turn on the TV. History Channel, Food Channel, Game Show. Obviously one of these two. I'm gonna go Food Channel. Ooh, Meat Hell is on. You have 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include the... What? A 5-course meal in 10 minutes? Fuck that. Steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer? Oh, I think I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. I think this is where I die. I can't with this show and its ridiculous premises for TV shows. With this game, I mean, I can't with this game and its ridiculous TV shows. 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include steak, lemon meringue pie. Lemon meringue pie is not a fucking ingredient. It's a whole ass thing. First of all, paper clips and a hammer. Paper clips and a hammer? Fucking. How do you cook those? How do you make a 5-course meal using paper clips and a hammer? Those are not edible things. You should not eat those. You should not put those things in your mouth. You should not swallow them. They will tear up your insides. Also, that's not even 5 ingredients. So, are you allowed to incorporate anything else into it? It's not really well explained. Steak is fine. Lemon meringue pie is just one of its whole things by itself. But how would you make a 5-course meal in 10 minutes? Of all the things that are infuriatingly wrong about this. Don't tell me what to do. Hi, Harry, baby. Welcome in. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, my God. 10 minutes to cook a 5-course meal that must include steak, lemon meringue pie, paper clips, and a hammer. If you are unable to finish cooking, or if any of these ingredients are absent from the dish, we will release the wolves? What? Oh my god, I didn't finish reading this. What would this show be? Oh my god. I would not watch the show. It sounds like my day job. Yeesh. I don't envy you then. I would not watch this show. Oh my god. I'm not kidding. Please help us. Through several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Lombardi to cook a gourmet delicacy. But how have you been, Harry, baby? It's so nice to see you. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. And I get on the floor. And then everybody walks the dinosaur. I hiccuped. Kind of fucked up my flow there. Okay, do you want to make a sandwich, microwave some eggs, or mustard jar? I'm, like, actually kind of offended by microwave some eggs. I'm assuming they're talking about, like, You're not putting whole shelled eggs in there. I'm hoping that you've got like leftover scrambled eggs or some shit that you're just gonna throw in the microwave. But with the ridiculousness of that game show they had earlier, I cannot honestly assume that he's not going to throw actual eggs, full shell, in the microwave and then microwave them. And if you do that, they will fucking explode. Don't cook your eggs in a microwave. Don't even crack them, mix them, and then put them in the microwave. Don't do it. Don't cook eggs in a microwave. Don't fucking do it. Life's been hectic, but it's good to be here. Oh, well, it's so nice to have you here. I'm sorry life's been so hectic, but such is that public service announcement. Look, I wanted to be a chef ever since I was really young, and I really like to cook. So, the way they are going about their food stuff in this game right now, it's actually triggering me in a way that I don't know how to deal with. Because, look, mustard jar is a silly answer, because some people will just literally eat out of a jar if they're that lazy. But microwave some eggs? No, don't do it. Don't cook your eggs in a microwave. It's one of the worst possible ways you could cook an egg. Chef Mike is an integral part of the culinary industry. Chef Mike. My microphone is a chef. I'm watching ads at the moment. Ah, okay. Well, then you cannot hear me. Anyway, obviously the only answer to this question is make a sandwich. It's infuriating. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The Standwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. Okay. Fine. Just a sandwich. It happens. Everybody has accidents. It's, fine. I mean, I don't particularly care for wasting food, but what are you gonna do? You dropped it on the floor. You can't eat it. It's unhealthy. Also, I want to point out this person's little rack here. They've got open scissors on one hook. Not particularly safe. They've got a spatula. They've got a frying pan that's apparently sideways enough, but it doesn't look like it's causing too much clutter. And I want to assume this is a spoon? I don't think it's a slotted spoon because I don't see like little holes in it, so it's just like a big metal spoon? Is it perhaps supposed to be a rubber spatula? I don't think so. I think it's just a big metal spoon. And a dish towel. Considering that the dishes are over here, why is there a dish towel here? Maybe it's not a dish towel. Maybe it's like a little towel that you use for taking hot lids off pots or something. That's fine, I guess. But the layout of this is driving me nuts. Particularly scissors. It is not safe to have open scissors just kind of hanging there. If you're going to hang the scissors on one hook, fucking close them. If your scissors won't close, get new fucking scissors. If you're going to have them hanging like this, hang them on 2 damn hooks. There's one hook right here that's got nothing on it. You just pick the scissor up and put it on the other hook. I feel like I'm watching an episode of Room Raiders the way you're dragging this scene. Look, I'm very much tearing into this kitchen right now because just this little setup right here is driving me crazy. Can't wait till they bust out the black light. Oh, God. Well, I mean, we've already dropped a sandwich on the floor, so who knows what else they have dropped. All right. This is fine. Cabinet's fine. They've got a little chimney here above the oven. That's fine. A little island with some stools. Fine. Calendar, fine. Toaster, I guess that's okay. Coffee pot, fine. Sink, dishes, all relatively fine. A little rag hanging here. I wouldn't hang it on a door handle like that myself, but whatever. But this little part right here is driving me nuts. I can't tell what this is really supposed to be. I guess it's just a metal spoon. This, I'm assuming this is a cast iron skillet. I don't think I would hang mine from a hook like this. I think it'd be a little too heavy for such a thing. If it's a cast iron skillet. You'd have, like, I don't know, one of these cabinets for your specific stuff like that. Or at least I would. I would not be hanging my skillet from a hook. Spatula, fine. Scissors, pissing me off. The scissors are pissing me off. I used to work for someone that got furious when we called our kitchen towels rags like it was an insult or something. I don't know. I don't get that personally. They're dish rags. They're dish towels. They're whatever. Fuck it. Like I'm not that intense about that. If this is supposed to be for dishes, I'd put it closer over here. But if it's for like pulling pots, like hot lids off pots or grabbing something that's hot off the stove just real quick, that's fine. But like I'd rather have a pot holder or something here. An oven mitt, a pot holder, a glove. Something other than a rag, a towel, a dish rag, whatever you want to call it. So if it's for this, it's fine, but I'd rather have something more personalized. And if it's supposed to be for over here, it should be over on this side. And the scissors I've already gone into them. And again, can't really tell what this is. I think it's supposed to just be a metal spoon. It's not, I guess, it's not slotted because I don't see holes, I've already said, but I second the oven mitt. I call them my hot hands. Hey! You got hot hands. But the spoon is relatively fine. Like, there's nothing inherently bad about this spoon, if it even is a spoon. Anyway. No! I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. No, do not eat the sandwich off the floor. Do not eat the sandwich off the floor. 5-second rule, right? No! No, the 5-second rule is bullshit. Do you know how many germs can get on a fucking anything you drop in the floor in 5 seconds? Lots of them. All of them. It's instant contact. Do not eat it off the floor. Reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles off the floor and put it in the back where they belong in my mouth. No! Wait, I'm a wreck. I finished my snack and walk around the house. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, we're gonna die of dysentery or something. We just ate a floor sandwich. At least flip it over and get an even germ coat. I don't need any more germs. I finished my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, I found an old baseball hoop that would hang off a door. Ugh, oof. I'm caught in my throat. Commit to the bit, damn it! It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. Spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. If it's one of those little cheap ones, you cannot dunk on that shit. It'll break. Come on, slam! And welcome to the jam! Take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. There it is. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking my ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words of the song. Come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. I don't know the rest of the words to this song. It's probably how it goes, actually. Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got a real jam going now. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright. Wave your hands in the air if you feel fine. We're gonna take it into overtime. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Hey ladies, turn it up. This DJ's gonna burn it up. Anyway, I just wanted to show off that I knew more words to that song than Jack does, apparently. The color palette of this game is lovely. Oh, the game is gorgeous. It's all hand-drawn animation shit. There's like a little pink woodpecker? Platypus? I don't know. Whatever the fuck that is. It's just kind of cute sitting there. Like, it looks like a real living room would, because there's just kind of occasionally some shit lying around, but it also has some realistic stuff. Like, you got a bookcase, but you've just also got this weird CD player sitting there. Probably platypus. Okay, we'll go with that. No look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something Space Jam. I managed to just barely defeat myself at horse before Amanda comes home. You're gonna play horse with yourself. I don't know. I'm not much of a basketball guy. Then we cooked dinner together. We're proud of ourselves for not even coming close to burning the house down. Considering that your misadventures with the sandwich earlier, that's probably the real miracle here. Afterwards, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. Nope. 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 Is this a version of Chopped where toddlers get to handle sharp knives? Because nope. 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 I'm so sick of the shows in this game, though. I love this game, except for the shows it keeps bringing up. Ugh. Still, nothing as bad as the fucking ice truckers, or do they eat babies? That would honestly be less insulting to me on a personal level than the idea of letting toddlers handle knives. It would be egregious, but I could still only half as much hate it. What you have in front of you... Oh, God, no. It's gonna be one of these people. One of these chefs, but as a fucking toddler. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with brown sugar demi-glaze and creme fraiche, of course. Fuck this guy. And not specifically this toddler, but this chef in general. Because there's plenty of them in the world. Fuck them. Stop with the bougie, avant-garde bullshit. Make food. Okay? Okay. Alright? This isn't a fucking science show. It's food. You're cooking. It's as much art as it is science. So stop leaning so hard on the science. Dear God. I'm getting so heated right now. This is literally a jar of baby food. Okay. They kind of had a good twist on it for me. The toddler immediately burst into tears. So yeah, I guess that's what molecular deconstructed sweet potato would be, wouldn't it? Baby food. But that's what that shit all basically is. Only they played it pretentiously. Hydrate, thank you. I'll hydrate real quick. You were getting activated. I have very strong food opinions. And while most of the time I'm pretty chill about it, they're hitting all my triggers in this one scene. Alright, let me get my cup. I've been drinking out of the bottle, but for a hydrate redeem, I gotta do the cup. Cheers. There we go. Give me that cup action. Yeah. That's why one of my new favorite horror movies was The Menu, because it kind of takes that entire concept of the bougie chef like that and literally turns it on his head. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. How have you been, though, Mav? Well, I've been hanging... I was hanging with my nieces on Wednesday. because I had them sort of unexpectedly. Unexpectedly, or maybe it was Thursday. I don't remember anymore. Days are so nebulous to me now. And they brought germs because school and children. So I'm a little sick-ish. Not super bad, but I've got like a slight tickle in the throat, and I'm a little nasally because of mucus buildup in my sinuses, and it's gross. But I should be fine soon. It's not terribly bad, but it has been frustrating. Aside from that, though, can't complain much. We've got the spooky stream for the revamp stretch goals, of whatever you want to call them, for Monday, though. So that's gonna be fun. Playing spooky games where chat can fuck with me by redeeming sounds that are gonna make me jump and piss my pants. Possibly not in that order. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes, you are bad people for watching a show where toddlers cook food. Yes, exactly. See? Ooh, spooky! Yeah, we're gonna be playing Alien Isolation. It was one of our goals for our revamp. Just then, my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Man and I walk over to the computer. Oh, fuck, I forgot this was supposed to be a date with Robert. And check Dad Book. It's a message from Robert. You up? What you doing? What does that mean? What you doing? What am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm gonna put just chilling. I type back just chillin'. The man deletes the G and hits send. It'll make you look cooler. A couple moments pass by. Another message pops up.
Yes.
Wanna grab a drink? I fucking asked you that earlier, you bitch. Like hours ago by now. Hours! Hey, that means he wants to hang out. I know what that means, Amanda. But it's kind of late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot more fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Oh, fine. Oh, God. My nose is getting all stuffy again. Walked away to clear it, and it's already back to its stuffiness. I can hear it. I can hear it in my voice. And I don't care for it. I type back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. We've been there. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. Well, this is the night. It's a beautiful night. And they call it Bella Notte, which means beautiful night in Italian. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here? Uh-oh. I brought Mary along. Figured we needed a drinking buddy. Aw, man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? Beer, something tropical, whiskey straight up. I mean, it's the first round. We'll just start with beer. Well, admirable, I disagree. Kiddo, you. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, I guess I messed that up. If I ordered whiskey, he probably would have liked it. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going.
Hey.
Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. Holy hell, that was a kick. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar hopping. Oh, all right. I would immediately not be comfortable on this date. Like in real life, immediately starting with whiskey, bar hopping, having a third wheel that's hit on me before and is also a married woman. I would not like this date so far. Although I guess it's only sort of technically a date in the sense that it's not implied to be romantic as of yet. It's just hanging out so far. Still, not my favorite things to be doing. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? I wish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. Ah, good pun is the whiskey to my heart. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Jack. Try hard. Fuck you, lady. Fuck you. You know what? That's it. For the next 10 minutes or so, I'm not reading any of your lines. We're just going to let them sit there so the audience can read them for themselves. You don't get to have a voice anymore. Ouch. Am I going to be the butt of the joke all night? Jesus, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. Ah, Jesus, Mary. You get it? Because her husband is Joseph. It's Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Ha 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 ha. We walk into I Wish I Were Drinking. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-timey Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Beer might be good. Do they make fruity Irish cocktails? Alright, let's just go whiskey again. Let's do it. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey, and we post up in the garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we?
Hey.
Suit yourself. Oh shit, I read her line. Fuck, damn it. I already messed up. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly.
Hey.
There we go. You are truly the paragon of grace and beauty.
Hey.
Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. Hey. Bitch. I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen that guy smile, let alone laugh. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. That's a shit ton that I'm not reading. I'll give you a second to let everyone read it who wants to. What's up with this person? Well, from what I can tell, Mary seems to be stuck in a marriage where her husband is available to date in a dad dating game. So I'm going to assume he's not 100% faithful to her in general, and also might be gay. So she might be married to a gay man who's having an affair. So I'm just going to assume that general married life is weighing down on her in an unhappy marriage. Also, she apparently has 4 kids. And look, I've constantly dealt with 4 kids, and I don't drink much, but I can see how it could drive any person to drinking. Now, does it excuse her for being a bitch? No. So what'd you do? They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story.
There.
More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. So she was getting yelled at by a woman, and she tricked that woman into eating a drugged brownie. So essentially, what she did was she used brownies that somebody else drugged to knowingly drug another lady. It's funny that this lady got drugged. Oh, apparently. Apparently so. I mean, it was just pot, so I guess it's not as bad. But you still knowingly let a lady get roofied, more or less. In fact, you encouraged it. So, yeah. Kind of not digging on Mary.
Hey.
Not reading that.
There.
Mary looks directly at me. Being high without knowing why would freak me the fuck out. Oh, getting unexpectedly high is the worst. It's genuinely terrifying. What?
Hey.
I...
Hmm.
Look, normally I wouldn't be adverse to smoking on some of the jazz cabbage, as it were. But I would not want to get high with this lady. You with the feds? I've worked hard for what I have, and no two-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me. Take what you're pushing somewhere else, or I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. What? Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Robert giggles helplessly. Yeah! Correct response! These people are bad vibes. I wouldn't waste a high on that.
Hey.
Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor.
Hey. Hmm.
We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I want some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. Asking about Joseph probably won't fucking help because she doesn't care about her marriage, most likely. Implying that she's going to have an affair tonight might work, but it also might backfire horribly. So I'll just ask her to get the next round, like the way she asked me to get the last round. Not reading it, but yes I am. I know. Scram then. I just... Jesus Christ, lady. I would not want to hang out with her. In real life, at all. And certainly not in this game.
Hmm.
She's insufferable. Oh my god, I'm suffering though. Go with God. Nice seeing you.
Ugh.
I'm half surprised she didn't flip us off on her way out the door. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger looking guy at the bar. Just because you're miserable doesn't mean we all have to deal with it? Yeah, exactly. This lady is a tramp. She grows on you. I highly fucking doubt that. Unless you mean as a fungus. Does she, though? I feel like she kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. I hope not. What about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married. And she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night. And I gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes at that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage.
Hey.
Oh, that's just the thing she does. She's harmless. Well, that to the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh.
Oh.
Oh man, you know I pegged you for... You pegged me. Not yet, you haven't. You gotta get on date 3 for that. Oh man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry. I got pretty wild back in my day.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a little wild in you. I have a child I need to care for. There's so much wild in me. You know it. I don't know. I don't know what the correct response is. I haven't met his kid yet. It's Dream Daddy, so I assume he has to be a dad, right? So he has to have a kid. But I have not met his kid. I've met pretty much everybody else's kids, but not his. I'm gonna go with this. You know it! Yay, that worked. Robert orders a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into?
Mm-hmm.
Think you can go shot for shot? Not even remotely. There's only one way to look cool here. Grab the shot closest to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. Not in this game and not in real life could I go shot to shot with this man. He looks like he bathes in whiskey. Probably smells like it too.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. So, what do I even talk about? He's so cool. He probably hates small talk. Gosh, I would have left 3 rounds ago, IRL. I would have left as soon as I saw Mary involved. It's like, oh, cool. You've already got a drinky buddy for the night, so I'm gonna bounce then. Sorry, I didn't realize this was gonna be like a third wheel situation. So how are things? Question mark.
Hey.
I hate small talk. Well, that kind of limits our options here, pal. Okay. Too many people. And this isn't necessarily you. But too many people think that they have to fill the dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence. Or they're afraid of what the other person is going to think of the silence. Okay, that's deep and all, but it's also very awkward to just have silence around a person you don't know very well. Like, if you've known someone a long time and you can just sit in silence comfortably, that's one thing. But silence with someone you just met, it's kind of awkward, my dude.
Hey.
If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with 2 people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Isn't there, though? It's unnecessary and kind of impolite, right? I mean, yeah, if someone's going to engage you in conversation, you should engage them back. That's the polite thing to do. I mean, I understand the idea of being comfortable with silence. It's perfectly a fine thing to consider, but, like, again, someone you just met, put in some effort, pal. Oh, alright. How the fuck do you get to know someone if you're just silent the whole time? How do you make a connection that way? How do you do anything other than get drunk? Robert and I sit in silence and drink whiskey. I take in the rest of the bar. Patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling beer, Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, the young man pretending he got a phone call from his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. Again, sometimes it's fine. Literally the first time you're hanging out with someone, maybe put some effort into it. So, you ever kill a man? That's not the kind of effort I meant! Fucking Robert. I choke on my drink. Excuse me? You know, watch the life train from... Oh my god. Wow, dude. You know, watch the life drain from someone's eyes. Not just their life, you know. Their hopes and dreams draining away. Every memory and experience they've ever had. Gone. No.
Oh.
Great, me neither. This fucking guy. Robert knocks back his shock and motions me to do the same. I reciprocate. I'd like to go back to the taller tournament. Shockingly, so would I. I'm just messing with you. Relax. I laugh nervously. Ha 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 ha! Or am I? Oh my god, this fucking guy. I laugh nervously again. Ha 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 ha! We sip more whiskey and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and I assume crawled out the window. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. Gosh, this whiskey's hitting me hard. You betcha. Robert gets up out of the booth, shouldering his jacket.
Oh.
Let's roll! Sorry, whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary?
Oh.
Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor sap. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists it's not his birthday. Jesus, lady. We make our way out of the bar onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this. Hold on, let me read the sentence again. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Okay, there we go, I got it. Messy fucks. Yeah, absolutely. I don't drink much, and this kind of stuff would be the reason why. And when I do drink, I don't ever drink whiskey. I get that fruity shit that tastes good and is very low on alcohol. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through a liquor store? We're going to a liquor store? Are you fucking serious? I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive at a rundown strip mall. There's a beauty salon, a sex shop, computer repair store that looks like it's been closed for 10 years, and finally, a liquor store. Dear God. We're gonna rob this liquor store, aren't we? He's gonna make me help him rob this liquor store.
Hey.
Wait here, I'll be right back. Oh, he's gonna make me his patsy for when he robs the liquor store. After a minute, Robert returns with 2 wine bottles in brown paper bags. He hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. This is really not where I expected the night to go. Me neither. I knew I wasn't going to enjoy a date with Robert, but I knew I had to do it for the sake of gameplay. I'm almost convinced that Joseph will be slightly better, even though he's a married man and also a priest, which are 2 huge red flags for me. But I almost feel like it couldn't possibly be this bad. I take a sip. White Zinfandel? What the fuck is that? I'm watching ads. I hope you're getting murdered by Robert while I'm watching this almond milk commercial. Hold on. Let me... Are not. I was about to say, I am most certainly not getting murdered, but I wouldn't be surprised if I did get murdered. There we go. We are not being murdered yet. What? No, then. I just wasn't expecting. It's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. Oh, okay, so this is actually a fruity drink, not whiskey. This would probably be the best part of the date so far for me in real life. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing something earlier, and stop. I start to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by.
Huh.
Let's throw rocks at shit. Oh my god, is this guy still in high school? This guy never mature beyond fucking high school? Was he the bad boy in high school who was super cool? And then he like never made it in life because he never matured, so he's still trying to hold on to his fucking high school edge? How old is this man? He's got to at least be in his 30s, but I don't think he ever matured past high school. Genuinely. He wants to throw rocks at shit. What? Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes throughout the empty parking lot. That felt good. I don't like him. I don't like him either. I had to date him because that's the point of the game, and I'm pretty sure there's probably some sort of secret ending if you date all the dads, but I definitely feel like Robert's not going to be my personal preference. He presses a stone into my free hand. No, I'm being peer pressured. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. I look at the rock in my hand. I look at the stop sign. Back at the rock. Back at the stop sign. I know it has to be done. Got a problem with authority. I'm sorry. This one's for you, Pappy. The fuck? Let's just go with a problem with authority. I got a problem with authority. Well, you apparently like that answer. I hurl the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign, right into the window of a parked car, leaving a crack.
Whoa, whoa.
Dude, run! I leap up and dart to the nearest alley, wine in hand. Oh my god, we literally did commit crimes! We literally committed crimes together! I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. After I'm sure I'm far away enough from the cracked window that I am no longer culpable for this heinous crime, I stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Agreed. Suddenly, my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's get pizza. Can't argue with that. Ew, don't make out in the alley, I hate it. Nope, apparently we're just going for pizza. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. Motherfucker. That's the best pizza name ever. The best name for a pizza place I've ever heard, obviously. A++. Ta-da. I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizza right out of some stone ovens. Hey, at least they got stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. I do kind of want pizza, though. Oh, pizza sounds really good right now. It's 10 p.m., though, so I think my nearest pizza place is closed. There's actually a pizza place within relative driving distance of my house. It's a Little Caesars, so it's not top-tier pizza, but it's nice fresh, and it's relatively cheap. But Little Caesars, when it gets stale, it's basically like trying to eat cardboard. It'll do the job. Exactly, it'll do the job. It's not the best pizza there ever was. At least it's not nearly as greasy as Pizza Hut, though. Like, I swear the Pizza Hut where I live uses so much damn butter in their dough or whatever. The pizza is just like leaking grease. There's also a Giovanni's not that far away. It's actually closer than the Little Caesars is, but it's kind of expensive by now, actually. And they cut their pizza into squares, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like, if it's piping hot, you can't grab the middle pieces until it cools down, so you can barely eat it. Which means it has to be not fresh if you want to eat the middle pieces with no crust. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh, wait, Jack, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? I actually do like Hawaiian. Of course. We wait for a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier, as long as the pineapple is treated properly first. That's super important, by the way. If you just like pull pineapple out of like a can and then throw it on pizza and then throw it in an oven, that's terrible. Don't do that. I gotta beat the wheat, work in the morning. It was good to chat for a bit, Mav. I'll try and catch a spooky stream. It'll be on Monday. Thank you for stopping by, Harry baby. Thank you so much. Goodbye. We're probably gonna end stream as soon as we finish this date anyway. Because we accidentally went a little bit over. Because I was railing too hard against the kitchen and stuff. Anyway, the cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. It was nice to see you, Harry baby. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. Again, if it's properly treated, it's really good. If it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
You said it. And I feel way better now.
Mm-hmm.
You and me both. You hear a noise coming from a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more of that wild in ya? I love my daughter and I should go home and make sure that she's alright, but that's fucking fine. Let's do it. Good on ya. Lasagna. Good on ya, lasagna. Robert and I slide the door open and peek inside. It's completely dark except for some flickering light. We slowly creep forward, cautious not to be heard or seen. Ugh, God, phlegm. So much phlegm. Shh. Don't shush me so loud. Shush. Come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. We really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of this movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Kiss already! There's nobody to kiss yet. You want him to kiss the taxi driver? Oh, yeah. Then the kids down in front notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Oh my god, it's this fucker. Hey man, keep it down. Oh damn, that's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest! Hey Ernest, I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi! Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. I turn back to Robert. You kiss anyone yet? Turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out of a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who for some reason he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He says that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing. Boo! Love is dead! Shut up, it's beautiful! No, you shut up! Ernest crumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen, and you're going to sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering. Fed a bunch of people so they could have the energy to do their jobs. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over, you couldn't do that. You couldn't possibly do that. The credits go way too fast for you to individually give a thank you to every single member. Like, I appreciate the thought of sitting to watch the credits because you're trying to acknowledge that lots of people work together to make the movie. It's kind of a cool move, I guess. But trying to individually thank every single one of them, it's not going to happen. Once it's finally over and to make sure no animals were harmed in the making of the film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble in the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. The assholes! Out of nowhere, a rock flies through the air and hits me on the knee. My knee! What the hell? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses another rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You ruined my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and movies got really expensive. Ernest hucks another rock at my other knee. I'm able to jump out of the way, but I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you? That movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Ugh. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story with really genuine acting. You call that good acting? What classic mainstream sloth have you been served your entire life? What?
Huh?
Have you ever seen any Michael Powell? Matter of Life and Death? 1946? Easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man.
Excuse me?
No, you listen. That popcorn-ass drivel the mass media is shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Oh no, now you've done it. Ernest rushes Robert, screaming like a banshee. Ah! I dive between Ernest and Robert, trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. My knees! Fuck my knee!
How dare you?
Robert gets in between Ernest and myself, as if he's seeing red. Fuck, my fucking knee hurts.
How dare you?
Alright, buddy, talk like a punk, get hit like a punk. Robert squares up into a boxer stance. Queensberry rules. 3-minute rounds with 1-minute rest in between. No low blows, fish hook, J-grabs, or high blows. What?
How dare you?
Don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points.
How dare you?
Oh my god, how dare you keep saying that over and over again? You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. Too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die.
How dare you?
Sorry, I don't make the rules. Talk to Queensberry. We're just gonna go. And his friends warily back away. Robert calls after them. Okay, so sometimes Robert's bullshit is effective, but it's still like 80% bullshit. The Queensberry Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Are you about to actually fight that kid? You kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You throw the rules at him, though. They always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensberry sanctioned throwdown. But full disclosure, I made half of that up. Duh! Wow.
Hey.
See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here.
Oh boy.
Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry. I got really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay. I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. You ever seen any Sam Fuller? I have not. Fuller's cash. Thanks for defending my honor. It's just a little strange when you say it that way, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstop. Okay, karaoke, bad karaoke singing while we walk back home was probably a highlight of the date so far. But this has not been a class act date. This was an interesting night. I liked it. A smile forms on his cheeks, a rare sight.
Oh boy.
Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Night, bud. Robert heads back inside and I stumble my way back home. Alright, date finished.
Uh-oh, where'd my pants go?
What did he just say? Uh-oh, where'd my pants go? For fuck's sake, Robert.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Yeah, but that's where we're gonna have to end it for tonight, unfortunately. We're about half an hour over, and I specifically said I couldn't afford to go over that long. Because that date was insane in every single facet. Alright, saving. Title. Let's go. Alright. Let's see who's live that we can raid. Dream Daddy. Should not be trying to sing while I'm all nasally like this, but yeah. Alright. Let's see who is on that we can raid. Raid Shadow Legends. This stream will never be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Ever. Dream Daddy, gonna be your dream. One of my usual targets is on. Alright, hold on. Let me go to the back screen real quick. Quit game. There we go. As much as I appreciate the music, we don't need it playing the entire time we're looking for someone to raid and singing the goodbye song. First, let me thank everyone who stopped by today. I always appreciate seeing all of you. Second, let me remind all of you that we've got a spooky stream coming up this coming Monday. We're going to be playing Alien Isolation. So make sure you've got your points stocked up. That way you can really fuck with me. It's going to be great. Alright. I don't see anyone that I usually raid on right now. So we'll have to raid someone relatively new. Have a great night. I'm close to 42k points. Oh, kitty. Well, now you've got less. And also, I think I just had a miniature heart attack. Alright, okay. Yeah, none of my usual raid targets is on. So if anybody has a suggestion of who they'd like me to raid, I will totally look into it. If not, I'll just have to search for someone new to raid. Have a great evening. And usually when you raid someone new, you look for someone who's playing the same game you are. So let's look for other people playing Dream Daddy right now. There's one other person playing Dream Daddy in the world right now. Come on, let's check them out real quick. Just to be on the safe side. Not bad, I guess. We'll raid this person. We'll make some new friends today. All right, let me set this up. All right, we'll set up this raid, and then I will see you all on Monday. First, here's our raid message, but again, feel free to do with it as you will. Use whatever emotes you have available to you. All right, let me get this raid set up. This person is Cones Higabana? I'm not sure if that's pronounced that way. Higanbana? I don't know. Let me get this properly typed in. Spread that Dream Daddy love. All right, we'll start the raid, and I will see you all on Monday. Here we go. Hey, it's been really fun. We hope you liked it too. Seems like we've just begun when suddenly we're through. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. For now, it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay, 'cause we'll see you really soon, I know. Really soon, I know. Goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. And tomorrow, just like today, the moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. To come and play. Bye now.